It's the Lights. 93.9, 754, Melissa Forman. All right, so we were just talking to Idina Menzel.
What is this?
Now we're all warming up and getting to know each other, but we're cracking up because here's Idina. By the way, she's Elphaba and Wicked, the original Broadway version. Rent, Maureen, the whole deal. And I guess you not only represent people's dreams, especially young girls and that kind of thing, but you started out as a wedding singer.
Yes.
Which
That's
should really
not me
say how far
singing.
you came. Did you see the movie? You've
What,
seen
The
it.
Wedding Singer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's hilarious.
I love that movie.
So you started out at weddings, bar mitzvahs,
Yeah.
and then look at how far you've come. Amazing.
I'm doing well. I started when I was about 15 or 16, and when I was 15 or 16, I really loved it, and I was learning all those fun songs. And then when I was about 24, I started to want to kill myself.
Did you ever have to sing the chicken dance song at a wedding?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yes, but
my
more
God.
the electric slide.
Jeez.
Wait, but how many people pull out their like bar mitzvah video and they're like, "Oh, look at there's the girl from El."
It hasn't happened, but probably will happen
Totally,
now.
right?
No, it did come. Somebody came to Wicked and brought me one, and I was singing. I had my big Long Island hair. It was like big, Julia Roberts style from like Mystic Pizza. That's like how my hair was. And I was singing. What's that song? Tonight you're mine. Come.
Oh, yeah.
Will you still love me tomorrow?
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah.
And
Rick, good
and I
going.
had such a face on. It was like I was so bored. You could tell. And I had the tambourine in my hand. That's
Oh.
like the normal thing, you hold your tambourine just so you always look like you're doing something.
But you've come a long way. We were talking about, I was asking you off there if you ever get recognized, and you were saying that when you're with your husband, Tay Diggs, who's a total hottie, that's when you guys wind up getting recognized?
I think I get recognized more if I'm with him, because then they put two and two together. But sometimes I do, and a lot of times in a Starbucks in New York City. It's a nice theater student working there. Sometimes I get recognized.
You probably get recognized more often if you wore the green makeup out.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I don't think I'd bother.
For
but
Halloween.
That was my whole problem, was that I'd meet, Wicked became this huge success, and all these amazing celebrities would come to backstage to meet me, and I'd be in the shower, trying to scrub off the green makeup. So after a while, and then sometimes they'd leave me notes and say, sorry, couldn't stay. So then I stopped going in the shower, and I would just meet them green. And I met Tom Cruise like that, and Annie Lennox, my idol, and then I've met them again later, and they had no idea who I was.
You.
Oh, it's funny.
Did you ever think, as I was just bringing up the Halloween thing, what an awesome Halloween costume. Any year that you were doing it, did you ever show up as
No,
the
because
character?
Halloween for me was every day, 8 shows
Yeah,
a week
true.
of my life. But people would come to the theater in green makeup. Actually, we did an in-store signing at Virgin Megastore in Times Square in New York City. And there were a couple of green-faced girls there, which was nice.
We were talking about the Super Bowl last night. Did you watch? Obviously,
Yes,
Giants
I watched
fan.
it in a lobby here at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel with my husband and my manager. The three of us, we just got steak and watched this football game in Chicago. It was kind of...
Proud of Eli today?
Huh?
You proud of Eli today?
I'm so proud.
Yeah.
My dad taught me, he brought me up on sports. He doesn't have any sons, so I was like his son. And he always taught me it ain't over till it's over, and I always believe that. And it was the most exciting game. It really was. That catch that, how do you say his name? Tyree? Is that how they say his name?
Tyree.
Tyree, that he made like in an arch backwards over the other
Off
guy.
his helmet? Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty. What was your favorite commercial from last night? Again, this
The one
is
with the little
Idina.
baby.
Okay. The baby.
Throwing
the
up
E-Tray.
the other one.
We just
E-Tray?
talked about this E-Tray.
Yes.
It's absolutely
That's
hilarious.
And then he
funny.
had the clown in the back.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, it's kind of creepy.
Yes. That was good. It was cute.
We missed it, but we have them all up online. And a guy called this morning. I'm like, how did I miss it? That was the funniest
It was really
commercial.
really funny. I'm going blank on the other ones. What one did you like?
There was the one with the Coca-Cola balloon. That was funny. With
What
the
about
underdog.
the squirrel?
Oh yeah, the
Was it a
squirrel
squirrel
one.
or a chipmunk where it almost gets hit by a car and it starts to scream? Did you see that?
Yes.
Okay, that one was funny.
And that's for the car. What were they advertising? I forgot. Like,
See that?
the
Who
squirrel.
cares?
Who cares? Exactly.
We wanted to your name, Idina Menzel. Okay, where did that come from? Your grandma, or because it's so
Yes.
hard to say? I butchered it a million times.
Well, in the
and I
Jewish
apologize.
religion, you name after someone who's passed, after the first letter. So my mother needed an I because it was great grandmother Ida, and she loved the name Idina, which is an Israeli name that means gentle, but usually people spell it with an A. So she got creative and she just stuck with an I, and she said it's Idina with a short I.
Oh, okay. I feel so bad now because my grandma was Grandma Ida.
It really?
Yeah, Grandma Ida. But then I had two girls, and I was like, "What am I going to do with an I?" And I didn't have a name, so they're Ryan and Briar, which makes no sense. Nice Irish names.
Those are nice names.
Huh.
Though. Yeah.
And also about your dog, you have a little dog that has an
Tay
original
and I have
name.
a dog, and we named him Sammy Davis Jr. because he's Jewish and black, and he's
Oh,
a
that's funny.
performer. He doesn't have a glass eye, though. He's just
Wear a lot of rings.
he's not even brown color.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't wear a lot of rings. No.
There was another way we were asking her about. One other thing. During Wicked, you fell. Did you fall
Yes.
and like crack a rib or something like that?
I fell through the hole where at the end of the show where my character melts. It's an elevator type of floor that you stand on, and then it sinks down. It looks like you're melting into the ground, and somebody cued it a whole minute early on the computers, and it was ended up being a 5-foot hole that I fell through. Although I broke the fall with my ribs on the side of the.
Ow!
Yeah.
Oh.
And it was rather heroic, I must say. I was holding myself up by my arms, like my head above the hole. And they pulled me back out the top of the hole instead of me having fallen all the way through. But I thought I couldn't breathe. I thought maybe I punctured my lungs or something. And so I'm in the full green makeup, black wig, crying. The green's like running down my face. And then the EMS guys came. We're all making those stupid jokes about me not looking so good.
Your color's bad.
Right. She's a little green. Right.
And they had to drive to the hospital like 5 miles an hour because all the what do you call it in the streets? The potholes are so. When you break your ribs,
my
you
God.
can't go to the bathroom. You can't laugh. You can't any little like a hiccup is the most excruciating pain. But then, and this is a long story short. But then we got there, and then. I'm wearing this dress, which I had just found out cost about $16,000 for them to make this dress.
Oh my God!
And so the doctor's like, okay, we have to get you out of this dress to get you into the x-rays. And I was like, cut this dress off. It's my last show I'm ever going to do. And she's like, well, how much was this dress? And I said, well, I think it's $16,000, but who cares? Just cut it off. I'm never going to. And she said, well, let's try to save the dress. So instead
Forget about your rib.
Forget
about you, right?
They're worried about my spine. They hadn't x-rayed me yet. So she gets 3 big guys, and they all sort of hold me in traction way, and then my dresser is like my best friend was there, and she undid like 100 buttons, and they get me out of the dress and save the dress. I guess people sue them or something to stuff like that.
Yeah, you can. Oh my God,
I don't know.
Insane.
And then they brought me they're wheeling me to the x-rays, and in the middle of the hallway, the nurse sees my husband come in, and she freaks out. She stops in the middle of the thing. She doesn't know what to do. She said she forgot my file. She has to go back. She leaves me on the gurney in the middle of the hallway, still in my green makeup. It's like, it stains my face unless I have the right Neutrogena.
Oh, that's so funny.
The right Neutrogena. Jimmy, you thought your makeup was bad.
And like we weren't allowed to have any guests. And then as soon as Tay walked in, I like had the party visiting room. I was allowed like 20 people in there. And then to finish it off, I'm morphined out. I'm on Percocet, whatever the hell they gave me, and the doctor comes in and gives Tay all the instructions to take me home. She says she's gonna be better, but you can take her home tonight. Just get her dressed. And he said, just get her dressed in her clothes. And he said, what clothes? She came in a witch's costume. And I had no clothes. I had to wear those plastic surgeon pants up to my boobies, and then put a sweatshirt over and walk out. And then some guy took a picture of me, like stoned, trying to get into the van.
See, life is not all that glamorous, even when you're a big Broadway star.
But that's a funny story now, after the fact, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
oh my God, it's hilarious.
So it's worth
That's
it.
a great story. All right, we are talking again to Idina Menzel. It is 8:04, Alphaba Wicked. We're going to hear her song coming up. And I do want to touch upon just a couple of these listeners, too, that are upstairs and their stories of bravery and how they've come to be here this morning with us. It's really cool. All right, 8:04, Rick Scott, what's going on in the world?
Got